2 months later, of course, we got the end of the Nolan trilogy, Dark Knight Rises.
We totally skipped Spider-Man.
We're getting back to Spider-Man.
No.
We're going to talk the two bigs.
We're talking about the good of 2012
No.
right now. Uh-oh.
Oh, burn. I actually loved Amazing Spider-Man, though.
Yeah,
You heard it here
indicate your
first.
Psychological condition.
You heard it here
What?
first.
Hey!
The Joker loves the Marvel Spider-Man.
I do.
Lawsuit!
Lawsuit! Better than the bats.
Wait a minute, that's suing us. No! No lawsuit! No, Bugs Bunny, no! We gotta talk about Dark Knight Rises. This is kind of our big two with those two. Those were the big ones. Those were the ones that...
That's where the money came
I
from.
want to say that, but that's also because of the controversy around it. It just seems like with when you had the Dark Knight, you had that controversy around it. And then when the Dark Knight Rises comes, you had another controversy around it.
I think that second, the Dark Knight Rises controversy, you're assuming the guy who showed up.
Yes.
And if you survived the opening night, congratulations.
I went opening day dressed.
I think you and me, we
Yeah,
survived.
We went to the premiere.
We
the
did.
shooting happened at the same time. We were in the theater.
Which was unbelievable. We weren't the one in Colorado. We weren't in Colorado. Not the one that had happened at.
We were in our home base in Florence, South Carolina.
Yes, we were. So send all your hate mail to Tim Taylor, care of Tool Time. But no, I think that also at the end, I think kind of hurt it a little bit because it overshadowed. I mean, at least when Heath Ledger passed away, no one had seen the movie yet, and that drove people in to see his final performance, and they were paid in dividends greatly over that performance. This kind of thing had a detrimental effect a little bit.
Granted, it still made about $1 billion.
Oh, it made it.
It still did.
Still did good numbers, yeah.
It killed it, but I think there was a lot the controversy actually I think hurt a little bit in this case as opposed to the
Slower opening numbers, longer burning though.
Yeah.
Those two big too. I mean, I think now did Dark Knight Rises live up to the hype? Did it live up to the trilogy?
No. I was honestly disappointed.
Disappointed.
I was very disappointed.
It was
a good movie. It was a good movie. I was just disappointed.
The plot holes were too much for me.
I thought it was a fitting end, you know.
I'm sorry. I mean, I thought Tom Hardy was great as Bane.
Yeah.
I thought you got the intelligence mixed with, and he did.
I have zero problems with performance of any of the actors.
On any of them.
That's probably Anne Hathaway's best performance that I've seen of her movies.
It was
Diaries
story.
2.
Yes, including.
Hey! Don't forget Les Mis. Don't forget Les Mis. We got Catwoman and Wolverine coming up, Les Mis, but I think that's gonna be
Catwoman with no hair.
No hair. Which again, if she's gonna cut it for that, she should have cut it for this. I want short-haired Selena. I want that. I do. I don't want the long-haired thing. I'm kind of same thing. The performances were really good. Oh my god.
Keep it together, man. Keep it together. My problem with the movie is in writing. It was massive plot holes.
There was a lot of plot holes. Now, granted, when we look back at Dark Knight, there was some major plot holes too.
Yeah.
Biggest one being that for an Agent of Chaos, the Joker did seem to plan very well. But again, that could have also worked in his favor that he does plan this stuff, but still passes himself off as a dog chasing a car. My biggest thing was it was the voice of Bane. As much fun as I've had with that voice and making fun of it. Everything else, he was the fact that Tom Hardy could be intimidating as he was and dangerous seeming with that voice, but the voice killed it for me. The first time I heard it, I was like, no, I don't want that voice.
See, me personally, I think it added a nice contrast to his character. Like, you see, I mean, initially on appearance, you see this just big, thuggish brute or whatever, and you see he's just speaking eloquently. I mean, he's intelligent. He's
very intelligent. It's just
my
all about
accent that Bane did was when they went into the trade center, not the trade center, but when they were doing the
stock exchange.
Yeah, the stock exchange, and he's just walking, and he just looks at a random guy, and just keeps walking what the? That was
the dude with the giant mask.
Yeah, he's got a giant mask. It's just he's walking around. The guy's doing his things. He's just looked at one guy, and goes. I just looked that was so damn random.
Not to mention, all right, he was in a Middle Eastern Turkish prison. Where does the English accent come from?
I think that's the American Hollywood version. Every foreigner has the sound English. Because think of how many French people had the English accent.
And again, secondly, you can wire a prison for cable, but you can't leave a cell phone in there to go, that man got out.
But not only that, not only did he get out, he kicked the rope ladder down for everybody else to get out.
Maybe that's why the poem wasn't called. Maybe they tried to like, well, no one answering. Maybe they're mad at me. What do you think?
I wonder if Batman escaped. Did his
Alright.
back ever heal?
Alright, well, let's see. We'll wrap this up. We're going to talk a little bit when we come back on a
Go
couple more
TV.
movies. We'll go TV. We'll wrap up a little because we got to talk Amazing Spider-Man. And we'll definitely talk TVs. So we'll be right back. Hang loose. It's going to be an extended podcast to this time around because we got a very special friend.
I'm special. I like pie.
Call the police.